Alright, welcome back to the Super Coach Enough channel. In this video we're going to do our Game Week 9 review of the 2023-24 Fantasy Premier League season. And I think it's fair to say probably my best week to date. Excuse me there. So if we upload the latest points, 108, which was well above the average of 67. And this is updated since I last looked at it. So a game week rank of 41,000. So that's well inside, I guess, the top 1% of scores for the round. So we will absolutely take that. As you can see, the average was 67. And it's catapulted us into the top 500k overall. So that's a massive jump. In fact, if we go and have a look, last week we just snuck back inside the top 2 mil. So we've essentially quartered our rank in one game week, which is fantastic. So if we have a look at the points, you can see it was pretty much all hits across the board. Turner getting 1 point, so did concede for not Forest, but I'm pretty sure Areola wasn't a better pick. 1 point there as well. Adogi, so very close to getting a clean sheet. Unfortunately, he got taken off after 55. So Big Ange could have helped us out there with an extra 5 minutes. And it would have got us an extra half a dozen fantasy points. Matty Cash, only one who sort of blanked, I guess, in that sense. You know, he conceded a goal, no attacking stats. But tough afternoon out against, well, not too bad actually against West Ham. I read that score in the wrong way. 4-1, they cleaned up. So, you know, no expected goal or assist in that game, so that's okay. Trippier got us a clean sheet and an assist, 2 bonus points as well, so a nice haul from him. And then you can see our top or our front 7 all fired. So I don't think I've ever had this before. This is insane. Obviously, Mo Salah, star of the show, 2 goals, clean sheet point, 3 bonus points. You know, perfect for our captaincy this week. Madison getting a goal, and Buemo, I believe, got 2 goals, no, goal and assist, and 3 bonus points. Son, goal, assist, and obviously 3 bonus points, same score. And Gordon scoring a goal and getting a clean sheet point. And then Haaland and Alvarez both scoring a goal. Alvarez getting 3 bonus points, which is very handy. I guess Haaland must have got the 2 based on that. Yep, lovely. So yeah, so couldn't have gone any better for us this week. As you can see, our bench as well. Areola with a point, so it didn't matter which goalkeeper we played. Gabriel only getting the 1. Cam Archer with 2, so he was the only one in our front 8 who blanked. And Kabore with a single point. So, in terms of trades this week, we only have the 1 trade for free. And in the preview video, when we talked about some potential options, we were looking at ways of bringing in Simicast from Liverpool. So we'll just go Liverpool, Simicast. Obviously getting the clean sheet on the weekend. Only played 61 minutes, but that's enough. And as you can see, really nice fixtures in the next couple. Brentford, you know, isn't the worst. Middle Man City's a tough one. But after that, Fulham, Sheffield, Crystal Palace, Man United, you know, at home's not the toughest. So, you know, until Andy Robinson's expected back here in January, he's got a fairly decent run. We might be able to trade him out around Christmas. So it was, well, ideally we'd be able to upgrade Kabore, but that would involve 2 trades. And some of the options that are tossed up were the likes of Neto, who I'm pretty sure he scored again this week. Yeah, got another assist, so 4 points. So yeah, returns in the last 7 matches in a row. That's pretty awesome. Um, a little bit above his expected goals and assists, but I guess you enjoy the ride while it lasts. The issue with him and also Chang, is it? No, I've stuffed that up. What's his name? Huang, that's it. I knew it was something like that. Is their fixtures aren't great. So they got Newcastle, Spurs, Arsenal in the next five, and even Sheffield and Fulham. They're both away games. So probably don't really want to bring in the Wolves guys. Another option that's sort of cropped up on the radar from Chelsea is Cole Palmer. So the transfer from Man City. He has gone up to 5 mil, so he was 4.9 earlier today. But obviously a popular pick. But again, after Brentford, he's got Spurs, Man City, Newcastle, the three after that. So don't like his chances. Although in saying that, I didn't think he'd do much against Arsenal and got the penalty. Um, and even after that, just looking, you've got Brighton, Man United. Well, I guess they're on a par with Chelsea at the moment. So his fixtures don't really turn for at least another month. So, I guess, excuse me, if we talked about the likes of maybe getting out of Mbuemo, and his fixtures aren't great either, to be fair. So Chelsea's West Ham's okay, but then Liverpool, Arsenal, back to back, that's a tough stretch. So we may look to get rid of him at that point, but I guess the options that have cropped up we're not really that keen on at this point. So I guess my other thought about getting um, Simicast in is through a Dogi. So while he's going okay, and obviously Tottenham are going well, he's only got zero point 0.2 expected goals, zero point 0.8 expected assists. So he's got 2 assists this season, but that's literally it. So we're only relying on him for clean sheets. Um, and while there's a couple of nice games here, then the fixtures do turn eventually. Um, and even games like Chelsea might be a bit of an issue. Villa's going well at the moment, so I'm thinking maybe we trade a Dogi out, and then we bring Simicast in, and that would be the transfer. So I'm not going to pull the trigger on it just yet. We can wait and see. You know, got a few days until the deadline. Any updated news? There might be some injuries. Haven't looked too deep into it yet. But I guess the other thing is if I was to play a wild card, I guess what we could look at doing is the likes of going out of Trippier, which is a bit controversial, and also I guess getting out of the Embuemo pick. And for this, it would be Palmer coming in. And then what that would allow is for Archer to go out, and then we could go big at the front with Ollie Watkins. So that would give us, a bit of cash left in the bank. Obviously, not going to spend 8 transfer points on this move, but what it gives us is, a front eight that we can rely on for most game weeks. I guess if you line up the fixtures for Gordon and Palmer, so in a couple of weeks' time when they play Arsenal, we might want to look at Palmer, who's playing Tottenham. So we'd have to make a bit of a choice there. But other than that, they sort of rotate pretty well in that that fourth midfielder spot. You've got four defenders that you could comfortably rotate through the back three, and then obviously Kabore making up the numbers on the bench, but that's fine at this point. So, could do something like that. But obviously, I've already used my wild card, so um, yeah, I guess not looking to do any sort of moves like that. So yeah, so that's where the team's at. We'll actually might just do a quick pick going into next week. Obviously, we'll sort of confirm this when we do the game week preview. But I think Turner's got to come out That's a much nicer matchup for Areola against Everton. Um, Gabriel plays Sunderland, Sheffield, sorry, so he'll have to come in somewhere. And like I think Trippier will go okay against Wolves. Cash against Luton's nice. Dogie against Crystal Palace. This is part of the reason why I'm thinking him to Simicast is if the team stayed as is, I'd probably play Gabriel. But if Simicast was in, I might even look at maybe going to a back four this week just because of the nice matchup for Liverpool against Nottingham Forest. So then who misses out would come down to probably Mbuemo and Gordon. And maybe Gordon would be the one to miss out. So I guess the bogey could end up being Simicast and we'd go with a 4-4-2. Um, in terms of captaincy, I think Salah at home is a no-brainer. Although, Haaland, he's got to go off sometime soon, you'd think. So it could be in the Manchester derby, potentially. But yeah, so that's how the team is stacking up at the moment. I'll just go back to the points haul because that is amazing. So, yeah, if you've got any comments or thoughts, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. If you're enjoying the content, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel for all of our fantasy content, and other than that, it's time to hit the outro.